Good evening, everybody. This is Harry coming to you from beautiful Swanee County, coming from my bedroom as usual, um, my cave, uh, where I live mainly. Yeah. Anyways, this is my new pickups. I got quite a few things to show you. I got some Blu-rays, films, 4K, and a couple of vinyl albums and two CDs that I wanted to show off. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the Blu-rays and start off with a Kino um, order that I got. And these are films. Usually, when I order movies or put in my library, these are movies that I really want to have in my library. Uh, Movies that I've watched before, or ones that I haven't heard of before, or not I haven't heard of, but haven't watched before. But they're historically important, and I like to have them in the collection, and not necessarily buying films willy nilly. Um, because I just want to build, have a massive library of films. I just want to have ones I like, so or historically important. So that being said, I'll start off with the three Kino movies that I got today. One that I've been wanting for a while. This is 1946, Duel in the Sun. They're from Kino. And it's a Gregory Peck film. Jennifer Jones, Gregory Peck, and Joseph Cotton. I have not watched this yet. This is the roadside cut, um, roadshow version of the films. Of the film, I should say, not films, but film. Talk English, Harry. There you go, Duel in the Sun. I've heard a lot of things about this film, so I decided to pick it up from Kino-Lorber. Another one I like is I picked up from them is Broken Arrow from 1950 with James Stewart, and this is directed by I had the name on my tip of my tongue. Delmer Daves, yeah, dang it, Delmer Daves. I want to say Anthony Mann because he worked a lot with Anthony Mann in the 50s on westerns, but Delbert Mann. It's a Broken Arrow, not to be mistaken with the John Travolta movie. Um, Anyways, I always wanted to watch this movie. Big fan of Jimmy Stewart, and I like his westerns. And so, yeah, this come out there from Kino-Lorber. And the last one I got is another James Stewart movie. This one's from 1965, Shenandoah. There you go. And that's directed by Victor V. McLaughlin. And there's Catherine Ross in it as well. And Glenn Corbett and Patrick Wayne. So, Shenandoah. Looking forward to watching that. And of course, like with Kino, most of the Kino, that's just the basic disc art there for that. Okay. From Warner Archives, I got one. I rented it on Amazon Prime. It was for a rental for $1.99. And it was a Peter Lorre movie that I had never seen before. I seen the original film, which was The Hands of Orlok, a silent version. And so I said I liked it so much I went ahead and purchased it. And it's Mad Love. Yeah. And this was directed by Karl Freund. And yeah, great film. Loved it. And archives. I don't know if it's a port, but anyways, there you go. The disc art for that. That starred Francis Drake, Colin Clive. You remember him from Frankenstein, and Ted Healy, the head of the Stooges. Ted Healy and the Stooges. So Mad Love. Then I picked up two Criterion films this week, adding to the Stanley Kubrick collection. Trying to collect all his films on physical media, feature films. He's only made about 13 or 14 films on feature films in his career, and so so I was lacking a couple. So one I was lacking was Barry Lyndon. It's on the Criterion. I have yet to watch this on the Blu-ray version. This is a 2-disc set. I've watched the DVD version about 2 years ago, and I love the film. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in Blu-ray and in high definition. Even though with Criterion, even their DVDs are really good, and it looked really good, but I like to see it in high def. And it comes with the booklet, and of course, there's a lot of. It's a big booklet too. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this Kubrick's epic film, Barry Lyndon. And what years came out? 1975. So there you go. Great to have that one. Then the other one I got is 1932, Island of Lost Souls, which also will be known as the Island of Dr. Moreau. And Charles Lawton is in this film. And my God, Charles Lawton, I always liked his acting. And he was really creepy in this movie. And booklet and the disc art for that. In 1932, it's only 70 minutes long. It has some bonus features on it. It has Richard Arlen, Bela Lugosi. If you've seen the film, you probably recognize him. He's one of the men with the hair on the face. He wasn't Dracula in this one, that's for sure. And this was directed by Earl L. Kenton. So, Island of Lost Souls. Good to have that one on the Criterion. All right, now for the 4Ks. So I did pick up a newer release, Dune, which I watched on HBO Max when it came out, and I had to have it in the collection when it came out on physical media. So it's good to have that there. It comes with a DVD or a Blu-ray, and it comes with a 4K. Nice looking picture and very good, and I can't wait till the sequel comes out. Then I picked up Stanley Kubrick's A Clockwork Orange. Added to the collection. That's my favorite Kubrick film. I'm going to pick this up on 4K. This is the 50th anniversary edition. Came with a slipcover. Orange art. Yeah, it's not my favorite Kubrick film, but if you're collecting Kubrick films, you got to get them good or bad. I'm not saying that it's a bad film, it is just not my taste. But I'm glad to have it. Because somebody's going to say, how come you don't have it? Right? Somebody's going to say, if you got a Kubrick collection, how come you don't have that? Last pickup, I picked up A Quiet Place on 4K, and I went ahead and picked up A Quiet Place 2, Part 2, on 4K. And, yeah, I like both films. I do prefer the first one. But, yeah, I like the atmosphere of these films. I'm not much of a horror fan. I've been watching a little bit more horror, kind of broadened my horizon somewhat, but, yeah, I like these type of films. Like The Conjuring, I like The Conjuring film. Then I got this one here. I've been wanting to get it before, and then it came out on 4K, so I decided to go ahead and pick up The Thing from Paramount Pictures, or I'm sorry, Universal. Picture looks great. I watched this the other night, and it looked really great. I heard the Shout Factory, I think it's the Shout Factory version was really good. I was going to pick that up. It was on sale about a year ago, 2 years ago, for like $9.99 on Amazon, and it sold out real quick. Then it went back up to full price, which was like $22. So I didn't pick it up. I hesitated, but then I'm glad I picked this up. So then this is just the standard edition of Dune, the original from 1984, David Lynch's film from Arrow Video. There's no postcards or book with it. It's just a standard edition. Still pretty pricey, but needed to have that in the collection because I have the other Dune. But I do have not seen this one. At least I've seen parts of it, but not all of it. Really looking forward to seeing Sting. And then I picked up the first Venom, which I didn't have. That's the discount on that. I actually, I had to watch this on here. I rented it when it first came out, and I fell asleep. Don't remember anything of it, so I have to watch it again. But it's part of the comic book universe here, so you gotta have it, right? And then this, which I watched tonight, Doctor Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. Very good film. Really enjoyed it. Not as good as The Shining, per se. Some people commented on Facebook in one of the movie groups that I need to watch a director's cut, which is the director's cut's on the Blu-ray. So I watched the theatrical cut, but they told me that after I had started watching that. So yeah, Ewan McGregor enjoyed that. So that's for the movies. CDs. Thelonious Monk, Alone in San Francisco from 1959. That's Blair. Jazz album. Don't own much jazz. That Mike Wilson, Great 1951, inspired me. He had been listening to Ornette Williams, which he now regrets. But I've always been a fan of Thelonious, and I didn't own any in my collection, so I picked this one up, and it's really good. So in solo, all by himself, playing piano. And then, rest in peace, Gary Brooker. I picked up Procol Harum's first album. This is a 2-disc set on Esoteric Records. The England's version of Rhino Records. Comes with a nice booklet about the release of the album. And this is the release of the, it's not the U.S. album. It is the, released as Regal Zonophone, 1968. Or I'm sorry, 68. So the original album doesn't include Whiter Shade of Pale, because that came out in 67. There's the gatefold, for that there. And then it comes with, let's see, that's the booklet. And then it comes with a poster as well. So, Procol Harum poster there. And it's a 2-disc set, and it includes Whiter Shade of Pale as a bonus track. Yeah, it's got a ton of bonus tracks. It's 10. 1, 2. Yeah, 10 on the first disc. And then the second disc is all that, too. And then, yeah. That's the track listing for that. So, great pickup. I haven't listened to the whole thing. I've listened to parts of it. I'm going to listen to that tonight before I go to sleep. So, Procol Harum, rest in peace, Gary Brooker. I'm going to try to hurry this up here. Then, LPs, Tears for Fears new album. just came out here, tipping point. This was released today, matter of fact, and got it from Amazon. That's the gatefold there. In the back cover of that there. Yeah, 80s was I was a teenager, and they were the big band. They had the Songs from the Big Chair was the big album in '85, and so yeah, glad to have this one here. A decent album. It's pretty good. I like it. Tears for Fears. Then this I got from Discogs. Ram Half Speed Master was released this year. It's last year's 50th anniversary of Ram. So now I got all three half masters of re-releases of his albums. He had McCartney, Wildlife, and now Ram. I have now. I was missing this one. This is the fourth incarnation of Ram I have. Well, more than that if you included the CDs, but I have two CDs of Ram, and then a box set Ram CDs, and then I have one with yellow vinyl, and then I have the original Ram. And then, last but not least, and everybody should have this in this collection, Ringo album. Nice. This came from eBay purchase. It's great condition. Not going to take it out. It has the booklet with it. Great condition. Cover new, like new. And it's an original pressing. So, there you go. Something to go to sleep to. Thanks for watching. Bye.